watching Bad Education.
And making margaritas.
Yeah!
Yeah! No way!
Maybe!
Cool story. These don't have lenses.
You're suspended, sir.
See you in detention.
Stay after school for that, Miss Ventus.
You're not my mom.
No, I'm your teacher, clearly. Bad Education. Welcome
back to our channel.
Staying in with Sean and Piaget.
Movie and a nightcap. So today is Sean's pick. Oh yeah. So Sean, what did you pick for us to watch today?
I chose Bad Education on HBO Film, starring Hugh Jackman, Allison Chain, and a bunch of other wonderful people. Ray Romano.
Raymond.
Ray Romano. Bad Education, it's a true story, based on a true story, where a New York City superintendent of a school district in Long Island.
Long Island.
Hey,
Oh my God, we got the best iced teas.
Paulie. They make iced teas out there. It was a scandal where there was embezzlement of...
Tell me more. Spill the tea, girl.
The Long Island iced tea. Probably should have made that. I know, but it's easy. But it's a scandal where they pretty much embezzled a bunch of money from all of the residents, and everybody thought this money was going to the school. It turns out they were funneling that money into their own private accounts, and all these, like, the superintendent and some of his staff and his relatives are just living in large, he's got an apartment in Manhattan.
Big pimpin', spending G's, big pimpin' up here.
And then a young lady comes in to do like just a little polite story for a school newspaper.
A lady, a student. For the school newspaper.
A woman student.
It's a child.
A child comes in to do a article, like a fun puff piece, if you will. Just write this little article. And
they're building a skywalk.
They're building this giant skywalk that's like the buzz around campus. And she sits down with Hugh Jackman, and he's more like, and she's like, that's fine, I just needed a quote, thank you. And he's like, no. It is what you make it. Like, you should write your article, whatever article you want.
He may live to regret that.
She goes to a deep dive. We're all the president's men over here.
When the president does it, it's not illegal.
Nice. Nixon. So then she starts doing research, and she goes down, sees some files, and she starts noticing, like, hold up, $800,000 to this company? Let me call this company.
Let me put on my glasses.
What's going on in there?
Inspect it. The budget.
Does your spreadsheet match my spreadsheet? Is this an invoice? Where's your invoice? Do you have an invoice?
Bed Bath & Beyond
is that an invoice?
School.
Do you have any?
Victoria's Secret.
I need more invoices. So she discovers that there's some funny numbers. Some of the companies aren't even real, they're made up. She kind of looks into it, it gets brought to their attention. One person kind of takes the heat. Hugh Jackman thinks he's in the clear, but this article keeps going. Their accountant needs to come in and do some audits, and then everything's getting crazy. Lies upon lies, everybody was lied to. It's the biggest school embezzlement scandal in American history.
That is crazy.
And that's what we watched, and it was a bad education.
But it wasn't a bad time.
Ooh.
So, Sean. Bad Education.
Yes. Watch.
What would you pair with Bad Education?
Well, Allison Janney, she's on Long Island, and she's having a fabulous party with all the money that she has stolen from the taxpayers. And she's making frozen margaritas, and it was a nice summer day, and it's a nice almost summer day here, so let's make a margarita.
I'm wearing long sleeves.
You are, and we're both wearing gray. Whatevs. What about it? Mind your business. So do you want a margarita right now?
I want a margarita.
Alright, we're gonna make a classic margarita. It's summertime, it's gorgeous out. Let's have a little margarita. You got your bin. You wanna fill it up with ice. Ingredients that we're gonna be using. Lime juice. If you do fresh squeeze, you're a cool kid. You can do sweetener here. We got some triple sec and orange liqueur. We got Herradura. Tequila. Any tequila will do. Herradura. It means horseshoe. Alright, so you got your bins filled up with ice. We're gonna take 2 ounces of the lime juice. This is kind of your base for any margarita here. Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Do a 1/2 ounce of sweetener for a smaller glass here. Bada bing. 1/2 ounce of triple sec here. An orange liqueur, again, skadoosh. And a tequila here, usually you use some sort of blanco, a clear tequila. Give it 2 ounces. Why, Piaget?
Because that's how much we want in there.
And it's a quarantine pour. You got nowhere to go. Stay home.
Oh, stay home!
Stay home. And then we're shaking.
Shake it. Oh,
and then we're shaking.
I love when I get the help. I love it. Oh my god, I think I'm getting really strong at this. This shit is good. I think I'm getting shaking the shit out of this.
Once it's shaken, once it's shook and shaken,
I'm shook.
fill your glass of fresh ice, take off the top there, and just pour it on over.
How do you take this thing off?
Just pull it off, take off the top there. Just take off, you can pull off the top. Take off the top part.
You're kidding me.
Take off the top part. Pour it over fresh ice here.
I can't even believe that happened.
How about those measurements, huh? Want to be fancy, take a little lime wheel. Bada bing, bada boom. Hey, Tony! Shut up, Carla!
Shut your
Tony!
mouth!
Mario!
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 Pull the car out!
Come on, what are you doing?
Mario, put the car out!
We'll be late for the Yankee game. Taste it.
Okay, the color looks good.
Mm-hmm.
The consistency
Mm-hmm.
looks promising. The froth,
Mm-hmm.
great detail, attention to detail.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Put it in your mouth.
In my professional alcoholic opinion,
Mm-hmm.
that's good!
It's fire. Fire. Lit. Fleek.
Yeah, with Sean!
What?
Hey,
Huh?
should I let you finish your drink? Or should I ask you what your favorite scene is?
Oh, my favorite scene in the movie Bad Education is...
Please tell us, we're all waiting.
It's the first scene you really get to see, like, who Hugh Jackman's character really is.
Okay.
He plays this beloved superintendent, again, based on a real guy. And in the beginning, he's kind of like schmoozing, charming, good looking, everybody loves him. And then one of his right-hand man, Allison Janney, is also doing shady stuff. Her niece comes to her, and she's like, hey, do you mind if I can see you, I feel like you have a lot of money here.
Yeah.
Can I get like something for a gift? And she's like, just use this card. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, that seems to be like the school's card. I don't know about that. She's like, you'll pay it back later. Don't worry about it. Then she goes on a mini shopping spree with some fancy items, including a necklace and other accoutrements. You know, things are starting to like get a little rocky. Hugh Jackman's right-hand man's kind of like taking the heat for some of this scandal. And she comes
because he's an auditor.
Yeah, so she comes into the office and she's like, hey, and he's like, hey, how can I help you? And she's like, well, and she's trying to blackmail him. She's kind of like, I know some things, and if you want to move my position and kind of get rid of me, I get it. But you could also give me some money and maybe give me a good job because I know some things. And up until this point, Hugh Jackman's all smiles and charming, like you know, he's like almost like a politician of sorts.
Yeah.
And this first scene, you just see him look at her like, okay, all right, I know what you're doing. And smiling still, you can feel he's threatening her of like, that's a nice necklace, where'd you get that from? And he already knows, he's already like seen the invoices, like, I know what you're doing, you're just as bad as me now. And you just see him becoming his true self of like, you know, intimidating, manipulating, and he just kind of bullies her while still smiling at that point.
Yeah.
Where in later scenes, you see more just anger come out or whatnot, but it's the first crack, and you see like, oh, this guy, he's shaking babies and kissing hands. Shaking hands and kissing babies. It's a bit. Don't shake any babies. But yeah, so that's my favorite scene.
Hey. Do you have a question?
Yeah, what's your favorite scene, Piaget?
Oh! So one of my favorite scenes is with Allison Janney. How do you say her name?
Allison Janney.
Allison Janney.
Yeah. Great. She's great.
Awesome.
Tour de force.
That's why I love Hugh Jackman and everything. He's always so good. But Allison Janney, man, she is just.
She's in it to win it.
I feel like if she's signed on for a project, there is definitely some validity there. So
she got out of bed.
I'm already like at ease knowing that she's in it because it has to be good in some way.
She doesn't have to get out of bed.
Right. So the scene is, she has kind of, it's a little bit piggybacking off of your scene with that damn pig keeps coming in.
Get it out of my back.
So, this is after this is right when she gets found out. So everybody in the board, like on the board for the school, they've been tipped off that someone has been using the school's card, and now they're having this big meeting, and they're trying to discuss what they're going to do with Allison's character, because she's stolen so much money. Hugh Jackman, of course, figures out a way to keep her out of trouble, legal trouble, but she has to go. She can't stay at the school. There's no way they can keep a person stealing from the school employed. They have to terminate her, but they're not going to press any legal charges. That's the deal.
Please move on.
Yeah.
Please collect all of your things.
So her dumb ass son is the person who's So her son is the one who gets this whole ball rolling for the most part or gets them caught. Gets them caught.
Yeah.
Thank you. Keeping that in the back of your mind, this is going into my favorite scene. She goes home. She is pissed about what has happened. And she is looking for her son. She is on the hunt. She is like, where is that boy? And he's like, you can't, he's so stupid. But you kind of like him because he's so, oblivious. He is unaware of, he does not even understand the gravity of what has happened.
Hey, Mom.
He's like,
hey.
What, Mom? Yeah, I know.
Hi.
She just rips into him, and, her husband tries to stop her. The daughter comes out and like, what's going on?
She's like, why am I privileged?
What, Mom?
What? This isn't real?
This is kind of like a stripped down scene. This is the first, I think only time you really see Allison really raw. Raw,
vulnerable,
and even though she's 100% wrong, and she wasn't just spending money on stuff that they need. It wasn't like, you don't need that pool, you don't need the 3 homes.
They have multiple homes, yeah.
But you also, in a small way, get it? When she's talking, a little bit, you're just like, she was like, hey, kid, who you're at the dramatics right now.
I'm privileged.
You didn't want to go to it in
she wanted a public school.
You wanted to go to a private school. You wanted this and that. You had to go out of state for college. How do you think that I'm supposed to pay for all of that? She's been fired and her license was pulled. Yeah. So she's no longer allowed to work in the education field.
But I'd say that she learned a lesson in that education.
She did learn a lesson. But
don't get caught.
But it was weird because the reason why that scene is my favorite is because I was so conflicted. I know what they were doing was wrong, and everything that happened to them, they brought upon themselves. But a part of you is like,
it sounds like you think this is fair to say that you're okay with stealing. That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not okay with all of people.
You want to stick it to the man.
Well, we already know that people in the education field are not
severely underpaid.
They're not paid properly. Yeah. So a part of me was like,
get yours.
Get yours.
Get yours. Get it. Not too much though.
They went really overboard, but a part of me was like, get yours.
I understand that.
Sean, what time is it?
Oh, it's a pop quiz time.
Why are you Italian?
I don't know.
It's not long at all.
More of a rhythmatic choice. Quiz. So it's trivia time. The rules are choose a team. You have Miss Piaget's team, the Pia Monsters, or you can choose the Shenanigans. When we drink, you drink. Let's go! Question number 1, we spoke about it briefly, but
Numero uno.
1. We already spoke about it briefly, but I want to get into the specifics of it.
Okay.
What school district does this take place in?
Roslyn.
God damn it!
Take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, shoot your shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'll do a sip of my margarita. Yeah, I feel good about it. I'm feeling good about my chances.
Question number 2.
Okay, I'm feeling good about it. I'm like,
I know,
really?
I think you're gonna get them all. Question number 2. What facial cosmetic procedure does...
Facelift. Yes! Yes! I am winning. I'm really excited about this. Take another shot.
Cheers. Question number 3. You already spoke about, you touched on this base previously.
I'm so excited. I feel like I'm gonna be so good. I feel like I'm gonna so
What exact store did Alice and Janney's son go to multiple times in a day where they got red flagged and caught?
Home Depot?
No.
Wait, give me a second. Hold on.
Alright, get one more thing, because I already gave away some of it by saying no to that. You're on the right track, but no.
Wait, sorry, can you say the whole question again?
What store did Alice and Janney's son go to multiple times during the day to cause the red flag alert? The catalyst of the movie, if you will.
Stop, that's not helping me.
Doesn't have to. I'm not here to help you, miss. Take a guess.
Ace Hardware.
What'd you say?
Ace.
Son of a bitch!
Ace Hardware.
Why would you even know about that store?
What do you mean?
Have you bought like a slab of wood recently? Like, why do you even know that?
I'm from the Midwest and they're like everywhere.
Damn it! Cheers again, I guess.
I'm gonna be nice.
That concludes the wicked game of trivia. I learned a couple things or two.
The Midwest has a lot of home improvement stores.
I learned about they love building things in the Midwest.
We do.
The score will be at the bottom. You can see I have all of them, right?
No, I would have. Yes, you do.
Yeah, I have all of them. All of the Shonigans are here because I asked for questions. Apparently,
I'm so
she was
excited.
really into the movie. She knew all of them. So she 0 to 3. Sorry about that, Shonigans. What do you rate the film? Did you enjoy it? Do you love it? Do you rewatch it?
Okay. I feel so annoying always giving these movies high ratings because it's not like, oh, I think everything is sunshine and rainbows, but I also really, really have a passion for watching movies, and I'm also...
You like a lot of things.
Well, I just like to be entertained, and I'm not an asshole about things, so it doesn't have to be something that I think is going to be nominated for an Oscar.
That was targeting.
That's a little bit.
Feel attacked.
Okay, let me stop being generalizing. Okay, so what I would give this movie is a 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Did 2 out of 3 Sean and Piaget's saying?
Yes, I give it a 2 out of 3 because I overall very much enjoyed it. Parts of the movie could have moved a little faster because my biggest thing is pacing. It moved fine, but it could have been. There's a couple of parts where I'm like, let's get to it. Overall, there's I don't know what it is, but there's a little something missing for me in the movie. I don't know what that is, but that's why I can't give it a 3 out of 3. But it's definitely something that I think is worth watching. So Sean. This is your pick.
Yes.
You got us here.
I did. Thank you for the journey.
Yeah.
Coming along with me.
Yeah. So.
You're Sean Astin.
Now that you made us watch Bad Education, I'm sorry, what was those jokes that you were saying?
I was just trying to do a Lord of the Rings bit, but I don't know the characters' names.
Good, because I don't feel like looking that up in post. We're all skip over that. I'm gonna bump you back
I'm Elijah Wood and you're Sean Astin.
No, please. I thought we were gonna move past the Lord of the Rings.
At brunch. Not even on a journey.
He's trying to make me find more brunch and stuff to insert. So Sean.
Yeah.
You got us on this Bad Education trip, right?
Yep. Okay.
So, the movie you picked that you made us watch, that you thought was something that we should all spend 2 hours doing.
Yeah.
What do you give it?
Out of 1 to 3, Sean and PJ's
Stains.
I give it a 2. Again, it's strong. It's worth a watch.
I hate him.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good because it's interesting. Where it's one of those things like I didn't know this was going on, so I
Because you hadn't seen the movie before.
No, I learned.
So okay, that's fair.
It's pretty. I think it's a brand.
I feel like if you make us watch a movie, it better be a 3. Like if you've seen it and then made us watch it.
That's fair. Some of these I haven't seen.
It should be a 3. If you've seen it and you made us watch it, it should be a 3.
Yeah, but I give it a 2 because it's based on a true story, and I didn't know any of this was going down, so that's just a fun fact.
I'm mad at myself that I didn't know that this was going down because I pride myself on being very current, knowing what's going on, especially scandals.
Well, this one's interesting too because it was broke. The story broke from a high school school newspaper, and then the Washington Post. And
that's
Times
my dream is to be the person that breaks the story.
That's your dream?
Kind of.
But yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's doing work. Again, it is missing a little something.
I don't know what I could.
But it's good. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and that bell is located somewhere around here. And share, because guess what's coming up? Mother's Day. Share with your mom. I hope this video is appropriate for her mom. Maybe not. Don't share with her if it is not. And
you'll learn a lot about her.
I mean, whatever. But share definitely with your friends and your family and maybe your mom.
And comment below. Let us know what movie you want to watch, any drinks you want to know, fun facts about movies, whatever you want. We'll talk to you. We'll respond. We're all staying in. All of the ingredients for this delicioso margarita will be listed in the description box below. Also, Bad Education can be found on HBO. It's an HBO original film. Check her out. Hey, PJ.
What?
What's your next pick? What are we watching?
My next pick. Okay. So my next pick is something that I used to watch a lot.
It sounds like a long story.
It's not. So my next pick is something I used to watch when I was younger.
I was born in 1989.
Picture it. This is something that I watched a lot growing up, and it pretty much if you were a black child or a black person in the 1990s.
Nailed it. Got it. Yeah. Next question.
You watched this movie, okay? And it is something that we haven't done yet before. It's a cartoon.
Oh.
Right? And it's called BEBE'S Kids. Okay, I know there's some black families out there like, yes, girl.
And there's some white families going, what's that?
No, this is something that every person needs in their life. And it's actually going to be available on Netflix.
Cool.
So I was trying to find the perfect movie for the next suggestion. And I kept not finding anything that I wanted, and I went through all the platforms, and I was this close to logging out of your sister's Netflix account. Very close to it. And then the crown jewel. Thank you. BEBE'S Kids. That was a staple in every black family's house. It's a cartoon. It's something we haven't done yet. And
Okay.
I'm very excited for the world.
Let's do it. I'm excited for our living room.
Okay.
I'm gonna start small.
This is epic. So BEBE'S Kids is gonna be on
very built up.
Netflix.
Very built up now. And thank you to everybody that is still working out there. Everybody still delivering food. Your hospital workers, of course, and everybody at the grocery store, and so on. Thank you so much that you're still working, keeping us safe. We get to stay home and do dumb stuff like this and have fun. So as always, thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Mine's almost done.
It's good. My drunk is settling in.
You're suspended, sir.